So this is a rostrum.
Yes,
and would you say this is the original architecture from the get-go? When was it built?
No. This was more modern, 1870s.
1870s, is that history?
Not 19.
Okay, 19.
Just recent,
So the 20th century.
So because the palace, as you can see, the palace is not big, so especially when they want to be crowd. But the canons here are original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the canons are...
So the king stays here secure and fortified?
Yes, that's the ideology. So women.
So he stays. Don't go. So he stays in there, fortified and secure. Then people stay around again. So this is essentially the town square.
Exactly. So this was a prince that was, if not the king, if he had been coronated king. He died December, was supposed to be coronated September. This is actually the son of King George. He's the first son of King George. Okay. So he was not crowned king. You know, he died days to his connection with the church. So he died days to being coronated, and that made him, you know, he actually died a prince. If he had been correctly, the king would have been correctly in 12th. So like I said, there's a picture of this place over 100 years ago. So we will see another better version of such a building when we go to government. So also, as you come down here, do your turn. Just that front, that bunker side.
I see the roof.
So this here, you know, the consulate original roof is still the same. So this was the same architecture, which was late 1800, 1890. 1880, 1890. So this place now was set up before. This used to be the anchorage of Bonny. This side, that the MPA actually MPA JT.
So is this MPA area?
Yes, this is MPA.
Okay.
MPA. So
I love the, what's that on the roof? It's impressive.
It's a good.
It's impressive.
It's a European style, colonial style architecture.
What was it for? What did it have any functional purpose?
Yeah, bridge protectors. So we have to, maybe I'll just do a little research on the architecture.
Yeah.
Because this was the same here in the consulate.
So who lived here? What did they use here?
Yes. So now this was for Europeans. So it's factory purposes. This was built, like I said, early 1900s. Yeah, because when we see the foundation, it just fell last year. Before around March last year, it was built when it was made of bricks. So the post office. So this was here. For the anchorage, this was like a restroom for British.
Okay. When you say restroom, do you mean toilets?
No, more like accommodation restroom.
Oh.
They don't want to stay here they only want to do their business.
Okay.
And go back. So this was, you see, because of the Europeans, the government, the council, they provided the restroom. This was just like a social amenity to encourage business.
Okay.
So this was like an inn.
Okay, it's like like a guest house.
Yes.
For them.
Now,
is this place usually flooded when it rains?
Now, because of the high tide that comes, we call it locally but the high
Okay.
tide. So that's why Europeans feel that the high tide is stopped. They say this one is made of buildings, suspended wooden floor, wooden body, cooked food from Europe, England, Liverpool. They did this suspended floor.
So who is living in here currently?
Now, currently, this place is local nomads.
Oh, really?
Years back, nobody used to live there.
Yeah.
So, but then found out that nobody was living, they occupied, and it has damaged during their time staying here. Before all year was complete, this was trying to show where they were. Now the 5 colonial buildings that were in Bonny, they showed it. Bonny had a telegraph building where they could do wireless communication, the early form of communication. So there is a picture. We were able to take a picture of this place before it fell down. The day it fell down. So this is the foundation. This was the post office. This is foundation. All here was the post office. This place we are. And why they did a post office here was because ship will come take the goods or bring the goods. So when you mail to Bonny, It was close to the anchorage. So this was the Bonny anchorage. That's the lighthouse. This was the restroom. Now we'll go in front. For the Europeans who could not go back and wanted to do Sunday service, the St. Clement Church was built, but originally called the English Church because it was mostly the Englishmen that went. Yes, that went to St. Clement's. Something, you know, a recreation after.
So what's that?
A
what?
A ball. The lighthouse. So when he show you know, Asian lighthouse. That's where the lighthouse man will stay. That's where they will go and change the ball. Because then all year we are low. So we have a 1900, 1902, 1905 picture that shows all year was before. So I was able to gather a picture of that to back because of all these sites. So one unique thing about Bonny stories is that we have pictures that back up some of the things we are saying. We are not just saying stories like most for some locations I have gone. So it's accessible through the man's place space. So it's something the kingdom should talk with him when it comes to like that when I get property. So but I'm able to enter because I know it's saving on one charge. The way it's even for people they know he didn't tackle it, he didn't destroy it. Yes. Here was operating here. You see the immigration office was here. So this was still active by something with modern technology now. The lighthouse is not really. Let's enter. Let's enter. Let's go. This building, after the dismantling of the Bonny Consulate and the founding of Port Harcourt, at a time in history, Bonny was no more that epicenter of British activity. Everything had moved to Port Harcourt. Now, I think you received one call. So, okay, everything was moved to Port Harcourt. Now, the British, because of the consul system, they have divided Port Harcourt province, Rivers province. Their Rivers province has been divided to divisions. Bonny and Degema, they are in the same division. That's why today the trace of it is Bonny and Degema share one House of Rep.
Oh yeah,
because of that
true.
structure.
That's true.
Now this was the restroom, like well, see, this was the quarters, both office and living quarters of the vice consul that was sent to Bonny, the district officer. No more the vice consul. The consulate was for the vice consul. Now there is a new structure around 1920, 1930, 1940. You know, we have an account even of a acting district officer that came to Bonny. Now this building has remained there since. It was built around early 1920. Once Port Harcourt one was phasing out, the consulate was being, this was what replaced for Bonny, and this building has been standing since, we say, 1930. Let us say tops 1930. This building has been standing. So it was used even as an initial local government. When the commission shell, this place was even used. This was where the King's father did the celebration. Now those things we are seeing are original roofing tiles, just as you see in some. Let's go. Can go close. This is all iron, original British. I would have said let's go up, but because of yeah, we are not visiting her. Good morning. So people are leaving, but they are not supposed to be leaving here. People are not supposed to be leaving here.
I love the roof.